Kevin Reynolds has been the public face of militant unionism in Western Australia for decades, but now the old-style class warrior is stepping back from the union front line. From his days heading the WA branch of the Builders Labourers Federation to spearheading the campaign against conservative industrial relations changes, he's been an outspoken, uncompromising voice for construction workers. But even old firebrand unionists retire, and at the end of this year, he'll step down as the Secretary of the CFMEU. I spoke with him earlier. Kevin Reynolds, thanks for joining 7:30 WA.
My pleasure.
After decades in the union movement, are you leaving with a sense of having won the struggle or with a sense of despair when you look around at the state of industrial relations in this country?
Well, I think it's closer to a sense of despair. I mean, the struggle goes on and will continue to go on forever. But, you know, some of the problems that we face today are as great today as they've ever been.
Do you feel a sense of betrayal at the current Labor federal government, at what they've done and failed to do in industrial relations?
Yeah, I certainly do. Both state and federal governments, Labor-wise, have been an absolute dismal failure as far as I'm concerned. We expect it out of the Liberals, we know where they stand, but people who profess to be your supporters, who profess to support the trade union movement, particularly when they want finance to run election campaigns, etc., and then don't honour their undertakings when it comes to them getting into government. They're rats as far as I'm concerned.
Now, I guess one of those undertakings is the Australian Building and Construction Commission. You're expecting that to be abolished.
Absolutely.
It's still there, you're still fighting it.
Yep, and the union will continue to fight it. But the union won't be shelling out $3 million again like we've done before to Labor governments. As far as I'm concerned, and I hope our branch at least in the future wakes up to the fact that we're just not going to keep giving money to the Labor Party and not get anything in return.
Labor seems to have gone to great lengths to distance itself from your particular brand of militant unionism. Do you think that the sort of tactics that your union uses and the sort of rhetoric that you use really has a place in 21st century industrial relations? Is it really the way that it should be done now?
Well, you see, they all say I'm a dinosaur and that, you know, we live in the past, but we were successful in the past and we want to keep being successful. Too many people in Australian community today take everything for granted. They forget that who fought to get them a 4-week annual leave? Who fought to get them long service leave? Who fought to get them superannuation? Who fought to get them paid public holidays, sick leave, all the other conditions? You know, the young people today take it for granted.
You don't think you've actually won that struggle? Because all of those things are in place now, aren't they?
It's a matter of holding them in place. They're being watered down left, right and centre. And particularly if Abbott gets in, I mean, he will bring work choices back in. If Abbott gets in, they'll be watered down a lot quicker. But Julia's doing nothing to prevent some of the conditions being eroded.
How do you feel personally about the Labor Party? I know Shelley suffered a very heavy price as a result of her affiliation with Brian Burke. You turned your back on the party. Has that rift healed? Will it ever heal?
No, I don't think it'll ever heal with Shelley or myself. You know, I mean, Shelley Archer's career was destroyed by the Labor Party for no reason. But she's no Robinson Crusoe. There was a number of people who had their careers destroyed, people, you know, suicidal over the issues with Alan Carpenter and Jim McGinty and a few others who put the pressure on them to get out and wouldn't accept the position that you're innocent until proven guilty. And that's what we tried to argue with Alan about Shelley, that she had done nothing wrong. But no, he wanted her out of the party because he felt she was an embarrassment because she'd had a long-term family association with the Burke family. I admire Shelley for sticking by her mates. You know, we're not people who just turn our backs on our mates because it suits someone in the Labor Party.
I mean, you were unapologetic about your relationship with Brian Burke then. No change now?
None
no
whatsoever.
Regrets?
I'll be at lunch at his place on Sunday.
Now, you've got your last address to members next week. What are you going to be saying to them?
Well, you know, I've spent 40 years working and I couldn't have wished for a better working life than I've had working for building workers. I've loved every minute of it. But unfortunately, like Mickey Moldhouse, we all get too old and, you know, some of us have to move on and let the younger ones come in.
Well, Kevin Reynolds, it's been a very colourful career. Thanks very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.